Hello everyone, something really different today, totally different. The Devil's Handprint in Lublin. As you tour the medieval streets of Lublin, you will see unbelievable, unrenovated buildings like you have never seen before. It's like stepping back in time. It's really beautiful. If you go to the castle, you will see a prize exhibit. There is a large old desk, 400, 500, 600 years old. It has a handprint in it, and the handprint is sort of pressed into it or burned, seared into it. It's very strange looking, and it's not doesn't look like a human hand. It's a bit long and weird, long fingers. They say it's the devil's handprint. The question is, what is going on here? What is going on? Now, according to legend, and this city does not shy away from the legend, they say the legend is real. There is no indication they think the legend could be any hoax or anything. This is part of the city's history. There was a widow, everything was taken from her unjustly by a corrupt nobleman. Knowing there were no male relatives to defend her, she went to court. The nobleman turned up with bags of gold to give to the judges to bribe the judges. And they were bribed. She wrung her hands and she said even the devils, even a legion of devils, would pronounce a fairer verdict than this. The judges left the court pretending not to hear. Shameful. That night, the clerk of the court was awoken. He had heard chariots pull up, and he opened the door. He saw elegantly dressed men stepping out of the chariots, and they bundled him upstairs, and they redid the trial in his presence. When he looked at their leader, he saw that their leader didn't appear to have feet. It looked more like he had hooves. The leader pronounced in favour of the woman and awarded her compensation as well as the return of her property, and he slammed his hand into the table. It burned through the document and into the table itself. And, according to legend, this man was absolutely terrified. He didn't know what was going on. In addition, there was a crucifix on the wall, and it was Jesus's head that turned away because he was so disgusted. He couldn't bear to look at the fact that the devil was pronouncing a fairer verdict than humans, and in addition, tears of blood were shed from the crucifix. The following day, a crowd gathered around the courthouse hearing of this bizarre story, and the terrified judges, also upon hearing of what had happened, they ran down the steps and fell over themselves, breaking their legs. To which the crowd cheered. It's a strange story. Is it fiction? Probably. Could it be real? Certainly. There are so many things we don't know in the universe, so many laws of physics we think are set in stone, but we just keep changing them and discovering new things all the time, don't we? Everything we know is obsolete as soon as we discover something new. There is a cult in Asia, the Qigong practitioners of Buddhists, and they can project heat through the hand, perhaps just as the devil, quote-unquote, was able to do in Poland. So was there a surviving cult of Qigong practitioners in Poland dressed themselves up as devils to scare the town to rescue this woman? It could easily simply have been just a story someone made up, and then someone carved out the table, burnt it a little bit. Sure, that too. But the heat generated from such an event would explain why Jesus' head on the crucifix was turned away. Simply that crucifix became warped. I don't know if we still have this crucifix in our possession. I don't think so. But it became sacred thereafter. It sounds similar to UFO abduction in many ways, with tremendous heat, hallucinatory visions of strange beings. Devil, that's a good way to describe a grey. And don't greys have these long fingers? I think the whole story is odd, probably fiction, but it happens to fit many modern ideas of the supernatural. Guys, thank you very much. Please sub. This video has been a bit different, but people in the West don't know this story. Thanks very much.